Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 7. Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, there you go, Charles, his first NFL pass, and it goes for a completion.
And you know that they thought about this before even calling the play, right? Let's get him his first completion. Let's get it out of the way, because we expect bigger things from him going forward, but take care of the small stuff first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together.
Get it! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
They'll run here with a rookie. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Bronco switch. 60 Eagles. 70. Set up. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. From the gun, Dart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Dart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Dart. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Bison.
Left side, he's got Robinson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. They'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up first and goal.
Let's go. 76.
Krosky Merritt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Daniels going to try to sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
You don't often see a sneak on second down. Usually that's reserved for a third or fourth down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they were turned back on that attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Set. Panther and left. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a second and 10. To throw is Dart. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw now, Dart. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Giants have retaken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back to Krosky-Merritt on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, smash from Cougar 19. 19, 18. Let's go.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action with Dart. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Second and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Play fake, and here's Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing again. Here's Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Theo Johnson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 70, go.
Daniels looking to throw. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Hey, check that, streak. Tag. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Jake
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Dart. Oh, that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's second and 10. To the air, Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. In motion left, Robinson. To throw, Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, 55 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Pass to 60.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll go play action here with Dart. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Dart. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Dart looking to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing his dart.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they'll audible to something else. To the air again, dart. That is caught.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Motioning to the left is Robinson. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Ready, ready. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing now is Daniels.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
A run inside. Krosky Merritt. And some room to run now. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 199 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Well, they let McLaurin try and run. He stiff-arms him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. To the air goes Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Ben sent it from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point try now for Moody. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Dart going to look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ready.
2nd and 11 now.
Mustang 19. Ready. 60, hop 70, hop 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Ready.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, they go with Krusty Miller.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Down inside the 20. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Rodriguez. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He'll get this complete to Sinnott, the tight end.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Rodriguez, a 23-yard run. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On play action, here's Dart. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
Working out of the gun, Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Rodriguez. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Daniels.
He finds his man complete. It's Rodriguez. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw now, Dart. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. That's caught by Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now 1st and goal. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get it. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Chop 60, chop 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Washington,
it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.